All right, gentlemen. So we talked on Wednesday about how coordinate plane can be used by the military to map a specific point in space or on a map. The plane is also used in engineering and architecture to define shapes, which could be a building. So let's say this is maybe the top of CJA, and we're trying to determine certain things about it. So what you often want to do with shapes like this is find the area and the perimeter. Now, quick review, perimeter we know is distance around a shape. So if I want to put a fence around this, or if I want to be a security guard and walk around something, walk the perimeter. Perimeter is the distance around a shape. And you can find that simply by adding up all the side lengths. So for this one, it would be 1, 2 boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 4 would be 12. So the perimeter of this shape is 12. It means I have to walk 12 boxes to get all the way around the shape. Area is the space inside something, and that's found simply by counting how many boxes are inside of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the area of this is 8. You can also get it by multiplying the length, which is 4, by the width, which is 2. 4 times 2 is 8. And that's used if you're putting carpet down or grass down. Then you need to know space, the amount of space that something is taking up. So perimeter and area. Hopefully we know those. What we want to look at today is how can you find that on a coordinate plane? Well, in order to do that, as we said, you need to know the length and the width. Well, the first way to do that is just like I said, is to count the boxes. Just count 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know the distance between these 2 points is 4. The length of this is 4. Here I can count the boxes. 1, 2. It's 2. But there's another way, and that's going to become important when we don't have nice and easy numbers like this. So what is the distance between 2, 1, and 6, 1? Well, like I said, I can just count the boxes. But for some reason, if you don't have that, let's say it's covered up or for some reason you cannot see it, what you can do is simply look at the points. The points give you that information. So when I'm looking at this and I see the ones are the same here, then I know they're on the same line. Then the only thing that matters is how far apart these two numbers are, the 2 and the 6. So since the ones are the same, and I know that 2 is 4 away from 6, I know the distance between these points must be 4 units because 6 minus 2 is 4. And as we know, distance is always positive, right? We never talk about negative distances. So whether you said 2 minus 6 or 6 minus 2, we want the positive value in this particular case. So how do I find distance? I find distance by subtracting the two values that are not the same. And then I know that length. So how can that be useful? Well, um, on your practice today, you're going to be practicing this. So the first question I'm going to ask you to make sure you watch this Ed puzzle is what is the code word? And the code word is apple. So if you don't watch this, you're going to get that wrong, and I'll know. Um, so let's do the next two questions together. So for this one, I want to know the distance between point B and point C. So there's point B and there's point C. So maybe this is an engineering drawing or an architecture drawing. Now, the first thing I do is just count 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. The other thing I could do is realize, oh, the tens are the same. So I'm just looking for the distance between 2 and 6. And 6 minus 2 is 4. Now I want to do C and D. All right, here's C and here's D. So I got to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm counting boxes. How many boxes? Not how many lines. How many boxes are in between? 1 full, 2 full, 3 full, 4 full, 5 full, 6. I could also look at these sixes are the same, so I'm going to find the distance between 10 and 4, and that's 6. Now, DNA should be the same as this, right? Because it's a rectangle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, look at these 4s are the same, and 6 minus 2 is 4. That's a coincidence that the 4s are the same, but it's the same as this. Then this, A and B, the distance should be 6 because this is 6, but I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Again, the 2's are the same, and 10 minus 4 is 6, so the distance is 6. Now to find the perimeter, I add all these. 4 plus 6 is 10, plus 4 is 14, plus another 6, or 6 plus 4 and 6 plus 4 is 10 and 10. So you add those up and you get 20. The area is the length times the width. Well, the length is 4 and the width is 6, and 4 times 6 is 24. So That's how you are able to calculate that. Now, what if you don't have a picture, right? Well, this is the same idea that we talked about. So if I want to find the point between B and C, I look for B and I look for C. And it looks like the 11s are the same. So I want to find the distance between 4 and 7. Well, 4 minus 7 or 7 minus 4, the absolute value or positive is 3. Between C and D, it looks like the 7s are the same and 11 and 5 are 6 away from each other. Well, D and A is 7, 5, and 4, 5. The 5s are the same. 7 minus 4 is 3. And for A and B, the 4s are the same, and 5 is 6 away from 11. So there's my side lengths. The perimeter would be 6 plus 3 is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 6 plus 3 plus 6 plus 3 is 18. And the area is the length times the width. 6 times 3 is also 18. That's a coincidence. And there's my answer. I will say, if you're struggling with that, because a lot of this is visualization, what you can do, actually go to Desmos and click on Graphing Calculator. If you want to get a picture of this, what you can do is go to Add a Table, all right, and look at those points, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 11, 4, 11. Next one was 7, 11, 7, 11. And the next one was 7, 5, 7, 5. Can't quite see that, so I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And there's my rectangle. So if you're having trouble doing it without Desmos, without the picture, you can go to Desmos and actually click Add a Table and put those things in. And then you can actually see that shape a little bit better, and that will help you. If you can, do it without Desmos. But if you need it, it's there to help you. All right? So go ahead and practice on your own.